Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Nuppin Editing. What I have in front of you is a pork shoulder picnic roast. Let's see if I can get in a little closer on that price tag. I might have to tilt it up a little bit. Okay, as you can see, hopefully it's focusing. It says it's 7.29, the weight of the roast, but you can see the liquid in it. It's going to drop down to about 7 pounds once I drain it. It was $1 a pound, and it's 7.29. But then again, we know it's going to be about a 7-pound pork roast. Y'all see the liquid? Let me back this back off. Y'all can see the liquid in there. It's quite a bit of liquid, blood, whatever. But I wanted to show y'all all sides of it. What I'm going to do is I have some pork broth, smoked pork broth, and I'm going to inject this ham with that, and then we'll get on to the cooking process of it. So the way I'm going to inject this may be kind of strange, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it out of here, out of this packaging, put it on a pan, and just use my Cajun injector with my own homemade smoked pork broth. So, to be continued. Okay, y'all, this is the roast after it's been removed from the packaging and patted down a little bit. Y'all see that skin? I'm taking that skin off. There's two reasons I'm taking it off. Number one, I'm taking it off because I don't want that much fat in the pan. That's the first reason. Number two, I can save that, put it in a Ziploc bag, and freeze it. And as I run low on my hog lard, I can always pull that out and make me some hog lard. Over here, I have, let me see if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can see that. I have two 8-ounce jars. Well, this one's got 8 ounces. This one's just shy of it. I'm going to use this one to inject it, and this to go in the pot, and whatever's left of this will go into the pot with the pork roast. And I have my Cajun injector here, and I'm getting ready. I'm going to remove the skin and inject the roast. I'm not going to video taking the skin off. Alright. I shall return. Okay, y'all, I've skinned out the, took the skin off of the pork roast, and I'm only going to do a couple of injections, and then I want to get this show on the road. So I just want to show y'all how I inject it. I just stick it in, find me a place, inject it, go to the next hole, inject it. So, alright, that's how I inject my pork roast. So I'll bring y'all back when I'm done injecting the pork roast. I'm trying to keep this video short. Okay, it's all injected. What's in this is an old onion powder container. I mixed 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a tablespoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and I just eyeballed the paprika that's in it. So we're going to season this meat up on this side here. I'm not doing the other side because this side's going into the pot first. I will season it as I go. Alright. And as I flip it and stuff. Alright, so that looks pretty good to me right there. I'll do the same on the other. Now let me get it ready to go into how I'm going to cook it, and we'll go from there, y'all. Well, I might as well say, that smells good. Them seasonings smell good. And I want it to sit there for a few minutes to kind of get into the meat. I don't particularly like rubbing it into the meat, especially with Cajun injection already in the meat. I meant my homemade broth. I'm sorry, my homemade pork broth. I'm sorry, I'm so used to saying Cajun injection. I used the Cajun injector to inject my smoked pork broth into this pork roast. Alright. Okay, I'm hoping this roast will fit in this Farberware pot. If it don't, this is going to be a total mess. But what I'm going to do is push the menu button, and I'm going to push it all the way to number 9. I'm going to push the start button. That is for searing the pork roast. Now it will take a couple of minutes, but I doubt y'all can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to be adding about a tablespoon of vegetable oil to the pot. Now we all know it's going to take 3 to 4 minutes for this to heat up using the Farberware 7 pressure cooker. So as that heats up, the oil heats up, I'll spin you around here for a second, and there's the roast. You see the seasonings are kind of getting into the meat. Okay, alright, when it's time to actually put the meat in there, I'll bring you back. Okay, I wanted to show y'all that the oil is heating up in here. This is getting a little warm. It's only on 28 minutes. When you set it for the sear or brownie mode, as you want to call it, it starts at 30 minutes. This is going to take a couple of minutes for this oil to heat up. And y'all, I'm not sure if I'm going to show putting the roast in because of my lighting situation. I got a wire hanging here, light right here. I'm going to have to pull it away from the counter in order to put the roast into this pot, and then you won't have any lighting. So the next scene will be when I actually put after the roast has been put in. I'm not trying to rob anybody of anything, but with the lighting situation and the counter space I have to do what I have to do. Okay, y'all can tell by the sound that I put it into the pot. Took a little effort. I used my little pitchfork here. Now I'm like 96 gal. I know she don't make videos, but y'all read her comments, I'm sure. We don't like to use metal in these particular pots because these are not instant pots. These are Farberware 7s, and they come with the Teflon pots inserts. I want to wipe this off, and that is hard, but I'm still wanting to wipe that off. I want a good seal when I go to do this. So this is going to take roughly 5 to 6 minutes for one side to brown. And I'll bring y'all back, I guess, when I get ready to flip it and season it a little more. Alright, y'all. It's not time to flip it, but I wanted y'all to hear that sizzle. Can y'all, I mean, that sizzle is something else. It's sealing in the flavors of the injection, and it's sealing the flavors of the meat itself inside the meat and the seasonings that I put on the outside. Okay, I shall return. Oh, this is only 2 minutes into the browning process. I wanted to let y'all know that too. 3 more to go. You never flip your meat for 5 minutes. Not a large piece of meat like this. Okay, y'all, we are 5 minutes into this. Let's hope it's nice and brown. And hopefully I can flip it without hitting a light or a wire or something. This is a large piece of meat, and I really don't want that middle part to hit my pot. This isn't working. I can't lift it up high enough and y'all see it at the same time. I'm sorry. But it is what it is. Okay, y'all. This is not working for nothing. It ain't working for nothing, and it's not working for nothing. I'm really struggling with this. I've never done a pork roast like this in this pot, so I didn't know it was... We know pork meat is slimy. And that is becoming an issue here with me. Good gummit, come on. I don't want this junk all over my pot and counter. Alright, y'all. So y'all have to see that. I get to see nothing cleaning this up. Alright, y'all see how seared that is? Alright, I want this off of there, because like I said, I want a good seal on my pot. I'm going to wipe the front off here. Got some grumblings, as I call it. Alright, we're going to hit it one more time. With some seasoning, because I know it didn't get seasoning here on that part. And a little extra seasoning is not going to hurt anything. Then I get to wipe my pot again. I'm just going to use the rest of the seasoning. It'll all go down into the pot. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let me wipe the lip of the pot again. Because you want a good seal, y'all. Y'all don't want this to be dirty. You won't get a big seal, and you'll say, oh, it's not sealing. Well, it's not going to. We put it all over it. So, alright. Almost that, if it'll come off. Alright, so here we go. Alright. Another 5 minutes, y'all. And I'm not flipping it back over. Y'all can forget that. Nothing's bloopers. But I'm real in my kitchen. Like I said, I'm not Rachel Ray. I'm not Martha Stewart. And I don't have other cooks in my kitchen. Okay, what I'm going to be adding now is all frozen. It's like a cup of onion, a half a cup of celery, and possibly a half a cup of green onion. I got to deglaze this pot. You don't want stuff stuck on the bottom of these pots. It'll never pressurize. And I'm just doing that to deglaze it. See, that's coming off. Now the next thing you're going to see me do is add the smoked pork broth to it. There we go. Then I'm going to put the roast back in, and I'll bring you back. Okay, I've returned the roast to the pot, and the next you see is, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push the stop button. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place my lid on it. Listen to the music, y'all. Turn this all the way to the right. Uh-oh, y'all didn't see it. This is the valve. You turn the valve all the way to the right. Alright, I shall return when I set it. Okay, y'all, what I'm going to do is be pushing the menu button, and I'm pushing it to number 6. I am finding that the chicken mode on this particular excuse me, pressure cooker, the Farberware, works the best for me. And I'm going to be, that's the time to cook. I'm running this up higher than y'all have ever seen. I've seen people do them in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Nope. I want to make sure this thing is cooked. And there's no guarantee it'll be cooked because it's the first time I've done one in this pot. That's the time that I pick. So that is 1 hour right there. But that's not good enough for nothing. I want my pork cooked. I like tender meat, and I like very well cooked meat. For some people this may be overkill. Okay, that's 45. Y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm going for 2 hours. That's 7 pounds of meat with a bone in it. So, uh-oh, that didn't work. That's too much time. Sorry, y'all, I have to restart. But at least y'all get to see me screw up. Let's go an hour and 45 minutes. So we're going back to number 6. I can always come back and reset it. Okay, we're going for an hour. We know it goes an hour, well, maybe an hour 58. I think that's what I got it up to. Come on, run up there. There we go. It's 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 9 and see what happens. That'll be right at 2 hours. Okay, y'all. Now I'm going to push the start button, and I will see y'all in 2 hours. Hopefully it's done in 2 hours. Whether it's done or not, I'll let y'all see that. Alright. Okay, y'all. I let it natural release for 10 minutes. Now take this off. We're going to see it together. Well, it swelled up. Let's see. To me, I mean, it's cooked. Y'all, that's just not what I consider. Maybe it is, I don't know. Stringy, I know that. Let me see if I can maneuver this around a little bit. Oh, I hate that metal touching. That bone's not wanting to give way. That's what I'm wanting. Okay. And that's kind of pulling apart. Let's check that bone. Okay, that bone's not wanting to come out. That to me is not cooked. I know everybody has a different preference to their texture of meat, and for some people this would be perfectly fine. Okay, this little knuckle came out. As far as the rest of the bone, no, and the meat's not coming away from the bone as I would like for it to come apart. I mean, gee gum. Well, that's a good mess to clean up. Y'all getting to see all my bloopers today, huh? I'm not satisfied with this, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can get this loose, and I'm just gonna go through the resetting process, and I don't like it up that high in my pot. I'm scared it's gonna block off the vent, and we don't want that to happen. So in my personal opinion, even though that's 2 hours, it's not done enough for me, and I'm going to run it for another hour. The same process I did before, so I'm not going to go through those steps. I did look up online, due to the fact that I've never cooked one of these in my pressure cooker, and I saw where people had done like 3.5, maybe 4 pound of this same type of roast. One was actually done in this pot. Now he did it for an hour and a half, and I saw the time frames for the, after I started this, I saw the time frames run anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours for a 5.5 pound. So I don't know how long this is actually going to take to cook, and hopefully I can set that. Okay, I'll bring y'all back when I think it's cooked. You know what? I'm going for another hour and 30 minutes. I want it completely cooked. So bear with me, y'all. We're learning this together. Okay, y'all. Total cook time so far has been 3.5 hours. It was 2 hours the first time and hour and a half this time. So 3.5 plus the 2 release times of 10 minutes each. Natural release. Let's see what this looks like this time. Okay, alright, I'm happy with that. Okay, that's way better than the way it was last time. Now as you can see, this is just falling apart. That's how we like our meat. And look on the inside, it's good and juicy. It doesn't matter because I'm going to shred this up and put it in eat it on a sandwich, and the rest of it will end up more than likely in freezer containers for further use or future use, whichever you want to call it. See, that's when it's falling apart, y'all. That's what I call fall apart juicy. So I would say for a 7 pound roast, which is basically what this one ended up being. Okay, here's the bone, one of the bones out. When them bones pop out like that, that's what pork tender is all about. There's more bones in there, because you know how pork roast are anyway. Okay, here comes this one. Now, several things can be done with these bones. You can toss them across the fence to a stray, or your own puppy dog, if you feed your dog bone. You can take this and just boil them and make a broth, or you can take them and freeze them till the next time you fire your pit up. And that's more than likely what I'm going to do. Next time I fire my pit up to cook something, then I will go from there. I will take it, smoke those bones, and make some good broth. So, if you're planning on cooking a 7 pound pork roast, bone in, you're looking at 3.5 hours. And I did use the chicken mode. For whatever reason, I find that to be the best mode for cooking with this Farberware pot. So y'all, thanks for hanging in there till the end, and if you've done one, please tell me how you've done it. And like I said, this may be overkill for some people, but I like tender, juicy meat, and you can see this meat is fall off the bone tender. It's juicy. I did state that I saw one online done, and the guy, I believe he did it for an hour and a half, and it was a much smaller roast. But what I noticed, when they took it out and they cut it, the whole inside was dry. I don't want dry meat. I want the juices in the meat, and if it takes me 3.5 hours to get there, I'll do that. If I baked it in the oven, it would have took a lot longer. I would say 5 to 6 hours. So you're shaving off some time using the pressure cooker. I know that the next time I do one of these and it's this size, I know I need 3.5 hours straight cook time. So if y'all have done one of these, let me know what your results were. I dropped a video link in the comment section, and I'd love to watch it. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and by all means leave a comment. This is Nothing Edited, and I'm out.